Hey Scrappers, this week we had a question from YouTube that we thought would be better suited to answer in a podcast or a video form than just answering it online. And the question was, hey Tom, is copper and nickel cheaper in China? This is my question because I've heard a rumor that in China they don't follow the LME and that they have a monopoly. Thanks for answering the question. So here it is. No, it's not cheaper over there. Commodities are generally worldwide traded items. So if the Chinese are buying copper from the United States at $3 per pound, they aren't going to immediately make it cheaper inside of their country to $2 per pound. But what they do have is cheaper labor. So cheaper labor will in turn make the product cheaper to make. So it will make the finished good cheaper than it would here in the United States. So China buying copper and nickel is not, they're not going to buy something at 100 and immediately value it at 50. They're going to just say, okay, our labor, our assembly lines, to take a page out of Henry Ford's book, are so much stronger than many areas of the world that their labor prices will be cheaper and their finished products will be cheaper than they would be made in other parts of the world, United States included. So they never make the metals cheaper. It's really more of a labor side of things. And most of the people that are bringing the metals into the country are then taking these raw pieces of scrap, bare bright copper, insulated copper wires, and they need to do the same thing that we do here in the US. Put them into furnaces, chop them, separate them, clean them. That takes energy, that takes labor, that takes time, and at the end you have a finished product which could be cheaper than a comparable product in the United States, again because labor rates are cheaper, but that doesn't mean that they're going to have cheaper metal prices inside of the country. So if you want to know how the prices work in China, they have to follow the London Metal Exchange. And you want to hear something funny? A Chinese firm owns the London Metal Exchange. And that was one of the things that happened in the spring of 2022 when nickel prices went crazy and the London Metal Exchange had prices paused. So if you want to say, oh, the rig is in, maybe it is. I mean, if you own the London Metal Exchange, maybe you can just dictate some prices yourself, but it generally is a world economic currency, commodities, currencies. They kind of correspond with each other. Most, if not all, are continuing to be based off the US dollar when it comes to trading as the primary currency of the world. So hopefully this gives you a better idea, but no, nickel, copper, and other metal prices are not cheaper in China, especially because they're buying them from so many other places in the world, but maybe their local scrapyards are buying them cheaper than they are here, but that's another podcast for another day. Talk to you later. Thanks for checking out our scrap videos. By becoming a Patreon supporter today, you'll be entered into monthly giveaways for tools and other products to help you make more money with your scrap.